I had an old Harbor Freight solar panel system. I think it's the 45 watt 3-panel system. And before I put my rooftop tent on the truck, I had the panels mounted to that rack. And you know, they worked good, took up a lot of space. But they did keep enough voltage going to the battery to keep it charged. I could run my lights all night, and then by the next night the battery would be charged up, you know, no problems. But I didn't have room to keep them up there with this rooftop tent. So I started taking my Stanley Power Max, and it'll run me overnight, no problem. And I'd take a spare battery too. So really I had enough without taking solar system. But for extended stays, it'd be nice to have. Now I may not mount it to my rack. Eventually I'll get a better solar panel to where one panel will put up all I need and I'll put it up there. But for now, I played around. I had some pallets. And I don't know if you are familiar with the Harbor Freight solar panels, but they're mounted to PVC. And if I kept them mounted on that PVC, it'd take up a lot of space trying to haul it around. So I took them off the PVC. And my idea is I made a little container to put all the panels in, put the 2 lights that come with the panels in, and to have all my cordage wrapped up nice and neat in a little compartment. So I'm going to show you that, and I think I'll get by with just when I get somewhere I'm going to stay and I need to charge up, I can pull the whole pallet container system out of the bed of the truck and set it up, and then prop my solar panels up against it to collect sunlight. And I can kind of move it around wherever I need to put it. Whereas if it's on the truck, you know, I may be limited into where I can park and get sun or not, which I figure when I mount a panel on there, I'll make it to where I can mount it to the vehicle, or I can take it off and move it around. But I'm not there yet, and I'm going to use what I have because I'm trying to do everything that I'm doing now on a budget. So let me show you what I made. Okay, this is the thing I made out of the pallet. Now I'm going to pull it out. Now it is heavy. These panels aren't light. But I can just pull it out, and I'm going to have to put the phone down to tote it to where I'm going to put it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it out of the truck. Like I said, it's quite heavy with those 3 panels. And all 3 panels fit in the center compartment. And then on this end, I just made a little cutout box for the cordage. Just kind of roll it up and shove them down in there. And then on this other side, you know, this system comes with these lights. So I just made a little compartment. They fit pretty tight in there. But you know, they fit down in there. There's 2. There's another one that I've got shoved down in there. You just pull them out if you need them, which I use them at night at my campsite, and they've got enough cord I can actually get the light away from the tent, and you know, not attract quite as much bugs. But they just fit in there, and what I'll do is I'll take the panels out, and then I'll set this up on its side, and I'll lean the panels against it. So I'm going to stop the phone and set it up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I need to clean my panels. I've been, you know, handling them, and before I put them up this time, I'll clean them up real good. But I just popped the panels out of my little pallet that I made to contain them, and I propped them up to where, you know, they're facing the sun. You can pretty much get whatever angle you need. I'm actually thinking about putting me a little prop on the back of this that swings out, that's hinged, that'll swing out and support that pallet to give it a little extra support. It would be real easy to do. But I just used the cordage I needed, and I left the rest tucked up in my little box there. I don't need my lights right now, so they're still in the pallet out of the way. I've got it hooked up to my control box, and it's at 13.2, and my battery is already charged. And normally this stuff, my battery and this controller, is in my box right there. So it's locked up. And I can mount this box, this pallet, if I want to. I could actually mount it to my slide, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere because it fits in there pretty good. And I can actually put my lawn chairs, once the solar panels are in the box, I can actually put my lawn chairs over the top of this pallet because it won't hit the panels. So I may do a couple of little things. I thought about putting a lid over the cord compartment, and I thought about putting a lid over the light where the lights are, and another board across the center that will hinge to where I can hinge it down and it'll lock the panels in. So, you know, without breaking the board, you can't get the panels out if it's locked up. But, you know, it's just a simple, cheap little idea. When I was at the dump getting rid of our brush the other day, there was just some pallets laying there, so I went ahead and picked a couple of them up. Nothing fancy. I didn't even use skill saw to cut them up. I just used that old electric chainsaw. So I said it's nothing fancy, but it puts all my solar stuff in one tidy little storage area. And when I don't want to take it with me, I can just pull it out and store it in the shed in that pallet. If I wanted to, I can mount that pallet up in front of my tent and actually leave one of the solar panels hooked up, and it would charge the battery as I'm driving down the road because it would fit up there. But I don't know about that yet, and I need to paint the box and everything. I'll probably just paint it black. But it's just a simple little idea. You know, a lot of people are really picky about what they put on their truck, and if it don't look 100% factory made, they won't use it. But not me, buddy. I'm all for saving money. And we bought these solar panels back when we had our 30-foot Jayco camper trailer, and I had them on the PVC stand then, and we would just set them up and it would keep our battery charged. You know, if we was camping somewhere we didn't have electricity. And we used them for years. I don't even remember when I bought these, but they're pretty old. And now they make 100 watt, which basically I think on this one the panel is supposed to be 15 watt each. And on the new ones, they may still be 15, but I think they're going 25 because that new one is 100 watt. So it's got to be 4 25 watt panels. And it goes on sale for about $150, but you figure another panel, which I could carry now that I got that box, but still, it's a lot of weight and it takes up a lot of space unless you can do something kind of like this. But I thought I'd share. Y'all have a good day. Hit the subscribe button before you go, and share my videos. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can because y'all know that's what it's all about.